G'day, welcome back. Well, today we're going to have a look inside what makes the Bigwig tick, or the big pig as they call it. Very cool particular car, this one. Part number 47330. It's not a 58 number, which means should mean it's a limited edition. The original part number was 58057, 1986, I think. On this side of the box, you've got your old mate here, Tamiya, the actual designer of the body itself. This is really cool, and in the instruction manual at the front, it's got a big story about the designer, which we'll go through that in a minute. This comes with the GT tune motor that has the Bigwig sort of sticker on it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Full ball bearings too. It's cool. One car I don't have to buy ball bearings for. So, I don't know if there's much else to say about it. Bigwig's one of those weird ones. A bit like the G-Watanabe Hornet. You either like it or you don't. Love it or hate it. Yeah, Bigwig's kind of one of those Vegemite cars. As a kid, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Just the look of it. Not that I ever saw one running around. I just saw it in all the like commercials when you go to the hobby shop. Yeah, absolutely hated it. But as I got older, it kind of grew on me. Now that we're trying to collect the first 100 Tamiya cars, well, you got to have one. So, really no choice there. But nowadays, yeah, I actually don't mind it. And now that I've seen the body in person, it's a pretty slick looking body. So, let's bring it over to the table and open it up and have a look at all the goodness inside. This is a very special car as far as some of the engineering that went behind it. So, come and have a look. Alright, so let's get this lid off and have a look through the box. Obviously we've already been through it, had a bit of a squiz. The manual, we'll go through this in more detail when we start building the car. But here's the big write-up on Yura, the designer. This is all written in Japanese, obviously, and there's an English translation there. So we'll have a bit of a read of that later on. Like I said, we'll go through the manual as we're building it. So first up, the first thing you see is this enormous body shell. The width of the moulding is practically the width of the shell. Comes right out of here, it's bloody huge. Looks like a fairly easy body to cut out. All of the fiddly stuff's already done for you, that's good. And I reckon it might be a fairly simple body to paint too. It's only blue and white. And I think black in the center here where the driver goes. And I believe you cut out the sticker on the side and just mount it to the body temporarily and use that as a guide for your mask line. So it should be pretty simple, and we got some parts in here for the rear wheel arch kind of thing. So we can put that aside for a second. So we'll start from this side, and it really does look like they've just taken a handful of parts and just thrown it in the box. For a limited release or a special release, they've gone to the trouble of giving you a special motor and full ball bearings. But yeah, look at how this box is packed. This is how the box was packed. I haven't really changed anything. We had a bit of a look through, dug around to pull the instructions out, and that was it. But yeah, anyway, apart from that, we can't actually build this, so take everything out of the bags. Right. I think they're the same front and rear. No, the rears are a bit wider. You got your three pin hubs there, similar to the hot shot and the boomerang and stuff like that. with the Mooncraft. If you can see it, Mooncraft moulded into the plastic there. Mooncraft, I believe, is the company that the designer started or runs or something like that. Here we go, our favourite part. We might as well do it. Because I keep forgetting my knife. You want one, mate?
No.
You want one?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to smell too much. I've still got a cold. So. Oh yeah, it's a bit there. Here, you want to smell? Lovely. If my smell buds were still working, that'd be even nicer. So we might as well take them out. There, I believe these oval block tyres, I believe they're the same as the Hot Shot and Boomerang. We can probably confirm that by grabbing the wheels out of the Hot Shot box down there. Or just grab me the Boomerang there, mate. Right behind Zach. So here's our quite dirty and very much a runner Boomerang. Yeah, same, exactly the same tyre tread, same width. Thanks, mate. So, front bumper. If it wants to come out. Front bumper there. That's your rear gearbox cover for the bottom, I believe. Rear gearbox bars and hubs and whatever these pieces are. This design is very, very different to anything else that I've built, except for the gearboxes. The gearboxes are essentially Hot Shot, Boomerang, that sort of stuff. But especially with the steering, I don't think anybody else shares this bathtub chassis. I think this is specific to this car. CVA shocks, which is great because we can finally get to use our shock stands that our good mate Pete gave us, so we might keep that in the bag for now. Yeah, gearbox halves or clamshells. This is basically exactly the same as the Hot Shot unboxing that we did the other day. We got, damn, I might put my knife away before I do some damage. Chassis itself. I mean, look how wide this thing is. They designed it for that width to accommodate the 7-cell 8.4 battery pack. Look how much room you got there with a 6-cell Nimi. I believe they designed it for that larger battery pack because of the sheer weight of this car when it's built. When it is built, we're going to weigh it. This is what makes this car unique. This rack and pinion steering setup, as opposed to a servo arm with 2 steering rods. So we'll get into that when we build it. This is your actual battery cover. Battery cover that sits in there somewhere, around about like that. There's like a body post there for with an R clip, and you take that out and you hinge it up and get to all your electronics and get your battery in and out. Yellow parts, roll bars, little exhaust pipe looking things, intake for the top scoop there. Yeah, sort of that soft nylon plastic. I can't even see what the designation of the plastic is. We'll look into that later on. So yeah, I think they're your exhaust end pieces, and the rest I have no idea, apart from obviously the roll cage. Again, I've never built this kit, never been inside it. There's one of our metal aerials. You get 2 of them. More CVA parts. Shock bodies. Front suspension arms. Really nothing special there. Virtually, they might differ a little bit, but virtually the same as your Hot Shot family of cars. This, we'll get to that in a minute. These are your rear arms. They look identical to the Boomerang, actually. Now, this blue parts tree, you actually get this parts tree with the Boomerang. So, oops. Which means we've got a spare pinion for the rack and pinion steering. That's the part that goes over the actual pinion. There's your rack itself. So, and your suspension upright, your front shock uprights. So we've actually got spares of some of them parts, which is really cool. I don't know how susceptible they are to breaking. That one just fell off the tree. I don't know if you use. Yeah, you must use it. There might be some other front hubs in the box. Here's our driver. You can stay in the box there for now. It's just your generic Tamiya driver. The actual driver itself might be a bit different. There's a few slightly different shape, but these bodies basically the same, and the helmet's a little bit different. So we'll get into that when we build it. There's your other metal aerial and your plastic tube aerial, which shouldn't even be in there anymore. There's our decal sheet, sticker sheet. Really not much going on there. What's under that one? Oh, there's your Mooncraft sticker for the rear wing, which used to be Dick CPEC or Dick Sepec, as we say here in Australia. I was thinking about getting the original, or the reproduction decal sheet from MCI, but yeah, I don't think I'll bother. Okay, yeah, there's our hubs that we're actually going to use, which to me don't look any different to the ones on the trees. Oh, if I can get it the right way. They look identical to me, so there you go, we've got spare hubs as well. It's nice. So, there is a metric ton of sticky back foam tape. No idea why you get so much of that. Ah, yes. Because the battery compartment is designed to hold the larger 8.4 volt battery, they give you all this foam to basically stick together and just pack it out so that you can fit your standard 6L pack. Anti-wear grease, a couple of ball ends in there, ball connectors, your little rubber booties here for your rack and pinion steering. I'm really looking forward to getting into that. What other kind of grease? We've got ceramic grease. There's your pinions. Oh, how lucky is that? I started with bag C. Oh, well. Bag A, so this will be all of your differential gears. There's a bunch of bearings in there. Full ball bearings in this kit, which is really cool. Might have to steal one of the 850s to go in the grasshopper for the speed run until the other bearings turn up. Bag B, more bearings, some steering parts, some drive hubs, and a bit of tooling in there, Allen key and the box wrench. I'll get to that motor in a minute. Suspension parts, springs, oil, shock oil. One of those spanners they give you. Oh, they actually give you a thread lock. Nice. Very cool. Bag E. There's something wrapped up in bubble wrap there. That might be a roof lid. Oh, and your instrument panel kind of surround there. It looks like it's aluminium maybe. It's really cool. And some zip ties and body clips, some more double-sided tape. Awesome. Gears. You must use some of this for the rack and pinion setup, but you don't use the standard arms. Now this motor, it's a GT tune, which I believe is a 25 turn. But have a look at it. Have a look at that. That's just beautiful. This is one of the reasons why we're probably not going to run the car very much at all. It'll get a light run, and that's it. But then again, I might fall in love with it and run it like we ran the boomerang. But yeah, it's going to end up looking pretty. So we are going to obviously do box art on this build. I'm contemplating whether to use the 25 kilo servo that we usually use, or use one of these. This is actually a Futaba 3001. It does work, but I don't know how actual strong it is. It's a very old servo, that one. So yeah, we might steal the 25 kilo servo out of one of the other cars and replace it later on. If we do that, at least it'll be in there, because I think the servo does get covered up a fair bit in the front. It's not, I don't think it's kind of that straightforward to change it. So there you go. There's all the parts for our Bigwig. I did buy paint for it. The PS4 blue and the PS1 white, which most of it got used on our speedrun body. So I have ordered more paint. So that should be here this week sometime. So by the time we finish building the actual car, the paint will be here. We can do the body, put the stickers on and all that sort of good stuff. So, hope you liked that. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And see you when we start the build.